Hey guys, it's Jessica Hayes. So this week's tutorial I am going to be recreating this look that I saw on a picture of Cher from, I believe it's the 70s. So fun look, and if you want to learn how I recreated this, then keep watching. So this makeup on Cher is going to be my inspiration. My husband actually sent this to me saying, look at how cool she looks. She has like a purpley smoky eye, and I don't know if it's meant to be, but I can kind of see that yellowy orangey blush underneath. For today's foundation, I'm going to be using this Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This is the color LW2. This is more of a clean, cruelty-free and vegan drugstore foundation. And someone, thank you for the recommendation, someone actually said that they like it just as much as the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation. I still really am liking the Crozas foundation. I'm going to be going out tonight, so this is more of my evening foundation, I guess you could say. It is definitely, as you can see, it's really pretty. It's like a medium satiny coverage, but I also have another friend that uses it that has, she's got slightly drier skin. She really loves it as well. Mine's normal to oily, and I've worn this a few times and it's got a really long wear, but I just love how it looks on the skin. It's been a long time since I've really thoroughly enjoyed a drugstore foundation. I'm going to use the Milk Flax concealer underneath. I didn't give up on my Au Naturel concealer, I just can't find it. So it is all black, so it's somewhere in the abyss of black here. I certainly haven't given up on my clean beauty routine. I have been wearing mostly the Crozas pretty much every day, and I definitely have noticed that my skin has gotten a little bit better, but I just got a microderm and a facial a week ago, so my skin's flared up a little bit from that. Oh yeah, and this is my lazy new concealer brush too. I've just been using the edge of it just right up underneath the eyes because, I don't know, I've already got enough dirty brushes in my life. All right, purple eyes. I haven't done this in so long. I'm gonna use some of these Crozet colors right here, and then I have a few purples from Makeup Geek as well that I'm gonna use. Should I prime my eyes? I don't know. Does it make a difference? These shadows are good, I don't need to. All right, so I'm going to take the Sugar Pill Frostine purpley shade and just brush that through the crease of the eyes. This kind of looks more matte to me, but I honestly have never ever used this before. I don't think I've ever used Sugar Pill on this channel before. So this is just kind of creating a little bit of a purple haze on the eyeballs, and then I think I'm going to go in with this shadow from Makeup Geek. This is Fairy Tale. I do have a discount code for Makeup Geek. I've been waiting for Makeup Geek to have discount codes for so long. Finally they have them, and mine is Haze, but I will leave that in the comments in the description box below for you guys. If you want to purchase any Makeup Geek, obviously all of the shadows that I'm using from them today are vegan. They have a good vegan search on their website of all of the vegan shadows available. Oh, that's pretty. I wish I had lids like Cher. She's got those really big, fun to play with, deep set lids. Oh, I love this color. Probably first time I've ever used this as well. I don't often do purples. Using that ever so softly, a little bit above the crease to try to make my eyes look bigger like Cher. Not specifically a Cher fan at all, but she just looks super cool in that photo. All that I know about her is that I always confuse her with Celine Dion, and she's 73 and can hold a 10-minute plank, so she's pretty awesome. So I'm going to take this Cosette shadow here, Vision, this Cosette 255 brush, and I'm just gonna start to stamp out the outer edge of the eye right here. So I'm not gonna do this super precise. I'm just adding a little bit of a stampy color on the outside just to create that shape and a little bit of density. And then I'm going to grab this teeny tiny, my favorite 185 brush. These two colors, the Makeup Geek one that I was using and the Cosette one. And I'm just going to blend that edge up a little bit and out. Just blending. I don't know exactly what era this photo was taken from, but I'm probably guessing 70s. I'm gonna go back with the Cosette brush that we were using with this fairy tale color and just blend. All of the blending is just about going back and forth and layering, and then sometimes when you blend you take a little off, so then you pat a little more down. But a look like this definitely takes time, and you've just got to be a little more patient. I'm not going to bother with a liner underneath the eyes because this shadow is really intense as it is, and it sticks really well, so that's usually the reason why I would use an eyeliner underneath, just to have a little more sticking power. But I'm just going to use Vision on this Cosette angle brush straight up underneath the eye. Cher's makeup is a little more angular, I guess you could say. It's definitely more clean underneath, but you know me, I'm gonna smoke it out underneath as always. All right, you already know I'm gonna grab this color here, this brush here, and Fairy Tale, and I'm going to smoke out the bottom lash line. I should wear purples more often. I think my thing with wearing color is that, like, I never want to seem like I put in so much effort into my makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like, usually if I do a makeup for Instagram or YouTube here, these days it's because I'm going out somewhere, and I am going out tonight. We're going to see Actors play, the band, and I feel like, I don't know, the way that I dress is already kind of costumey, I guess, sometimes, and then you add makeup to it and it's like you almost look like a character, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to take this color Hopscotch from Makeup Geek and then just use that to blend out even more underneath the eye. It's just a little bit lighter than Fairy Tale, a little bit unblended a little bit here in this corner, so just going in with a little 185 brush to just even that out. I am just loving this color right now. I almost don't want to put the color that I planned to put on my lid because I just love this open lid. Just gonna go back in with the Fairy Tale color, that mauvey kind of lilac-y gray. Make sure that's nice and blended. All these purples have been blending like a bloody dream. All right, so for the lid, let's revisit that photo. Not that I want to look exactly the same, but she's got kind of like a magenta-y shimmer on, like really violet-y shimmer from Cosette. This is called Morganite, or this one Hype from Makeup Geek, and this is a foiled shadow. I'm going to use the Makeup Geek shadow just because it's a little bit lighter, and I'm really liking the contrast of the crease and the lid. And really, because this is a foiled shadow, it's very metallic, so it might have a little bit of fallout. So I'm really pressing that into the brush. You can put these on with your finger as well. Foiled shadows look really good when they're put on with a finger. Actually, I'm just gonna do that. Let's do it. And then we can kind of blend and clean up a little bit with the brush afterwards. So that star of the show was Makeup Geek Hype. Now I'm just going to take that first color that we used on kind of a pencil-y, pointy-ish brush. I'm just gonna pop that on the inside corner of the eye. I didn't really realize that this had a slight shimmer through it when I was first applying it. But I mean, it is called Frostine, so quite obvious, but oh, I really like that. It's not too shimmery, which I like because I have you know, it's so foiled on the lid itself, and I didn't want to add something that was like really frosty and foily on the inside of the eye, because then it just becomes, you don't know which to look at. It's gonna go back in with that, the tip of that brush, and make sure that the highlight blends in with all of the other colors that we've used. I don't think I'm gonna do any eyeliner because I can't be bothered, which is me all the time, but I am gonna curl my lashes just a little bit, not too much because I am wearing eyelashes. If you curl your lashes too much and then apply fake eyelashes, your eyelashes are gonna sit up like this. With a fake eyelash, especially if they're long, it looks nice if you just have that subtle curve. At least I like it like that. I'm going to grab Nabla's new mascara, Major Pleasure, which is pretty good. It's not the best mascara that I've tried out of all of the new ones that have come out, but when you're wearing lashes, it just matters to coat them nice and black, and I like that this one is pretty smudge proof. Going to pop this on the bottom, and I'm going to do it quite a lot on the bottom because Cher had like spider lashes on the bottom. I'm kind of just using the brush along the tips of the lashes first, and then I'm also taking it and just pressing the very tip of it right on the actual lash line. So you get almost this little stamping effect. One of my favorite cruelty-free artists, Geordie, she has her own lash brand. It's Likely Makeup, so she has the Likely Makeup lashes, which are super cute. I haven't bought lashes for so long. These ones are the Sleepy Starlet. She has some other ones that are a little shorter coming out soon, which I will be interested in because I don't really wear big lashes very much. Actually, one thing I'm going to do is just quickly, with whatever one I can find, this is the Makeup Store liquid liner, I'm just going to paint the inside of this black because there is a thick black line on these lashes. If you don't have black there, it's really obvious that you're wearing lashes. Little line just on that inner corner. I'm gonna pop these lashes on and I'll see you guys back in a second because I know you don't need a tutorial on that. These are the most lashes I've worn in a long time, so I definitely feel like I need more mascara on the bottom just to balance these out as well. When you're wearing lashes that are super heavy on the side here, I think it's important to make sure that they're not too far down here, otherwise you can give your eyes a little bit of a downward slope. And also, I know it sounds silly, but try to wear your hair in a middle part, because if you wear it on a side part and your bangs or your fringe hangs over it, then it always pushes the lashes down, and I've seen so many bridal pictures that look like that and it just drives me nuts. So for the cheeks, Cher has this orangey yellowy haze underneath the eyes, and I've been wanting to do this for so long. I actually wore this when I was away in New York, the Necromancy Cosmetica Solace Mortem lipstick. And then just grab any synthetic fluffy brush. This one's just a cheapy one, but a nice roundish synthetic brush. And I'm going to start by adding that underneath the eye. And right underneath the eye, it's probably going to create a little bit of a muddy effect, but that's okay. So I'm just going to kind of blend that to the top of the cheekbone right there. Just apply it in small batches, so just a few swipes onto your brush. And you want it to just be more of a color wash rather than an opaque extreme color. Do that awkward face to really get it under there. And once you're done applying it, you can find your foundation brush. Oh, there it is. And then just buff the edges. I'm just gonna buff that down a little bit. Buff the very edges of it so it just kind of seems like it's seamlessly blending into the skin. Now I know that Cher's makeup definitely wasn't as yellow as this underneath, but this is just my fun version of it. I'm gonna go back in with that tiny little 185 brush in the fairy tale color and just buff that underneath the eye, just so we didn't, by adding that color, we didn't create any harsh lines or anything. I'm not going to do too much on my brows today because this look is quite intense as it is. I got it all going on. Loud colored shadow, lashes, colored blush. So I'm gonna keep the brows nice and soft. This is Nabla Uranus brow pencil and I'm just lining underneath the eyes. My brows are microbladed, so just filling in the patches that need a little love. This is the Urban Decay Brow Tamer. I have a lot of favorite brow mascaras. I love the Lime Crime one. I really like the Milk one. This one's great. And I like to brush those brows up. For the lips, I'm going to take Paper Flowers from Necromancy. This is a fresh one, how pretty. It's like a rosy pink with a little bit of a purplish undertone to it. It's an easy color to wear because it's not too far away from my actual lip color. Alright, so since the last tutorial, I have figured out how to actually use this without like squirting myself in the face with it. So it is kind of a pain in the ass. Eventually I will just put it in another bottle, but I don't have any empty ones right now. So it's like spray, turn, spray, turn, spray. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a few little cracks. I usually pop them on and then just use my finger to transfer them to other areas and soften them a little bit as well. I need a new one of these. It's running out. I just kind of randomly dot them everywhere, press them on. I love them on the center of the nose right there. Jamming them with your finger kind of gives them little different color variations everywhere as well. I always go over my bigger moles, one there, that I cover up with foundation. Freckles are definitely a fad that some people really don't like, and I agree sometimes they can look downright awful, but this product is really good for getting like more of a natural looking freckle, especially if you do it and then kind of dab it off a little bit. Sometimes if you even do it with your eyes closed, you're gonna get more of a random print. Or not. Whoop. And if you mess up, you can just really dab it away. Another good product to use for freckles is a brow pen, like a felt tip brow pen, work really well as well. There we have it, you guys. That is my Cher inspired look tutorial. Definitely very colorful for me, but I really like it. It's different and I've been wanting to recreate this look for a really long time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. As always, I will be leaving links to the products in the description box below if you guys do want any of that stuff. It does help me if you click on those links. I make a really small commission out of it. YouTube or Google alone does not pay the bills. So I appreciate you guys' support and thanks for watching. I shall see you next time.